Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today could be Reynor and herO from GSL Season 2 2024 Group B from the second group stage. Alright, Reynor, now's the time to put up or shut up, man. He moved to Korea specifically to compete in GSL, and he's matched up against herO, who is an excellent Zerg player. Protoss player, wow. herO is a Zerg player in Brood War, but herO is a Protoss player in StarCraft 2, so that explains what's going on with that. I feel like that's an early gas. And extractor tricking here is Reynor as well to throw down his hatch just a little bit earlier than the probe gets there, but herO has no interest at all. So bottom right, herO, our blue Protoss player. Top left, it is Reynor, our red Zerg player. So herO is a GSL champion, Reynor is a world champion. And this is the highest level that I can cast. So hit that like button, man. Or woman. Whoever is watching. Again, I feel like YouTube reports that my female audience is like maybe 3% of the total audience. But I don't know if people tell the truth when YouTube or Gmail asks them what gender they are. Anyway, no extractor. Reynor, what are we doing here? There we go. Extractor at like 19 supply. Gateway expand. Cybernetics core. Second pylon. Second assimilator coming up. Alright. So we're going to defend with Lings and Slow Queens. Until, you know, until we get 100 gas. Interesting. Interesting build order, Reynor. And I feel like he did it to avoid getting hatch blocked, but herO didn't do it. So maybe it's a build order loss? Anyway, Terror the Overlord is up here. We got ourselves an Adept. Hanging out. Stargate. There's that second pylon. There's the second gas. So herO's doing everything he can to play this as pretty much straight up as you possibly can in a PvZ. Third hatch at about 230. Yeah, gets the block on that. Ow, the pylon block, but there's Lings right on top of this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Reynor decides not to throw down the hatch instead. Oh, so he goes for queens there. He was going for a little bit of an earlier hatch. His build's all messed up, though. Because he went for the earlier hatch and the later gas. And then he was getting his third base at 230, but he didn't have his queens yet. No, he did have his queens yet. So he's just throwing up more queens. What is going on? He's getting speed. Awesome stuff. He's got to walk a queen over here to deal with his adept because speed's not even close to done. I mean, this is crazy, man. Reynor, third base at 318. Fine. 318 it is. Overlord got chased out here. herO got an Oracle. I think we're out of Oracle names. So if you want to send me one, you can put it in the comments of any video. Just put Oracle name and the name. You can have a backstory. You cannot have a backstory. Whatever you're into here. But yeah, Oracle cruising on out. This Oracle's name is gonna be Daphne. From the Scooby-Doo franchise. Nice little spot allowing that Overlord to die. Excellent, excellent stuff. Never really much of a Scooby-Doo fan. I just found the show to be really formulaic when I was a kid because it is. It's like, oh, there's a spooky happenstance happening here. The mystery machine and the crew will show up and solve it, and Shaggy and Scooby get really scared, and there seems to be some evidence for ghosts or supernatural happenings, but then it's not. It's always just explained by people or science in some way, and then they do it again. And it's just like, that's like whole seasons of this. I don't know. I mean, it's as formulaic, I guess, as something like House probably is, and I like House, the TV show, so I don't know. I guess maybe House is a little bit different. Oh, man. Taking down that Spore. You can't save your drone by turning it into a Spore when there's two Oracles flying around here. That's right, Daphne and Friend here to mess you up. Third base coming in from herO. Got a couple of Adepts to defend that sucker, etc., etc. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the cast so far. +1 melee on the way. From Reynor. Is he going to try? It's tough, man. When there's Adepts over here and there's a couple Oracles on the map, it's tough to get a Ling cancel on that third base. Like, every Protoss player generally knows what they're doing with this, right? Reynor getting a Roach Warren. Now, the question is you try to go for a 3-base, kind of a timing attack here of some kind with, like, Roachling Bane? Or is he going to get a 4th base and try to get the macro up to herO's level here? Because herO's got 3 bases rolling, friends. He's looking fine. 3 bases, 56 workers. Income tab is hugely favoring our guy in the first 5 minutes of this game and getting worse all the time from Reynor because he's not taking the 4th base. So he's firing up lings. He's getting a lair. Usually this is a Baneling thing, right? Roachling Bane. If this is just Roachling, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, fine. Getting a 4th base at 540. All right. He was creeping up on the time where I was really, really worried about him. But so far, there's your control. What is it? Control Shift F, I think, is the hotkey combination there. I'm doing it like out of muscle memory. So Queen does get the oracles out. Ling, what did I say? It's tough. It is really tough to just get lings down here. There's a shield battery now, too. So come on. That's not happening. Not even the closest bit. 6 warp gates. A lot of warp gates coming in. Templar Archives finishing up here, too, from herO, getting charged. Yeah, man, it's going to be Storm. There's really nothing the Zerg player can do where it's like, man, I wish I hadn't invested in Storm. Nice transfuse on that Queen, though. 5th base coming up here, too, from Reynor. Before the 4th base is done. I kind of like it. Creep spread is okay. I mean, the Oracles have been pretty active taking these tumors down, so it's tough. It's a bit of a tough ask here. Yeah, I mean, 66 workers for the Protoss. You're like, okay, let's start making stuff. More Immortals, more Archons. Stalker is going to fight against these Queens. This isn't a Queen walk, though, I don't think. We're just protecting the creep out here. And getting another tumor on the other side of these plants. Transfuses, you can only do it on creep. So this creep tumor is really important. Where are you going, the lings? Splitting out. These guys making sure there's not a base over here. Has he got burrow? No, but he's making a dropper lord. Oh, I like that. Falcon's just a huge fan of drops. You guys know that. All right, we going for it. Charge is done. Let's get on in here, guys. Charge lots on top of roaches. Archons providing really nice damage to those roaches. Bonus versus biological. These Archons are great. A little bit of shield. Oh, man. A little bit of Warp Prism magic here. Shuttling those Archons out. What is even happening right now? Nice Corrosive Vials. They're making some connections. One Archon does go down. Another one's going to die here, too, without a doubt. Okay, so the Archons are all dead. The charge lots are getting worked. We did drop some lings into the natural base of herO, though. They're taking down some probes. They're killing a pylon. But, dude, this is... Like I said, herO got up to 66 workers and was like, okay, I guess we're going to go. Charge is done and everything. 21 drones have died here. Okay, but the roaches and ravagers... Oh, kind of walked into his own corrosive bile there. Okay, it looks like everything's okay. Looks like Reynor stabilized, but he lost 23 drones back there. 6 probes died to this little thing. Okay, you're unloading right on top of zealots? What is that? What is that? Are you kidding me right now? Oh, Phoenix is in production. I guess maybe try to lift a Ravager if you want to. Shield battery overcharge. If Reynor's going to commit here, shield battery overcharge would be really nice. Zealot's just being like, we got to hold these lings off, boys. That's our entire job here. Corrosive Vials connecting. No, nice dodge. Again, it's kind of the easiest thing in the world to dodge Corrosive Vials. Like, even I can do it, right? So, I mean, Diamond players can pull this off. I don't know that we need to make Ravagers better, because, look, even if you're not connecting with those Corrosive Vials... Man, 13 more probes died. That's interesting. Even if you're not connecting with those Corrosive Vials, you're still forcing the enemy to move. You're zoning them to a different location, right? And that's usually good. If the enemy is moving somewhere, they're moving away from you, that's good. They're moving into your attack. Sometimes that's good, too. So, yeah, as far as a zoning mechanism goes, I'm really surprised Reynor doesn't have a Baneling Nest yet. He's working on it. But against these charge lots, it'd be so nice to have some Banelings. Just got a set. That's a GG. Protoss army shows up too big. Reynor taps out game 1 of our sneaky twofer is in the bag. Or hero's like, wow, I did a lot of damage the first attack, killing 20 drones there. And yeah, Reynor's either going to have to A, replace all those drones, which he did, but that means his army's not as big, or replace his army and his economy sucks. It's a tough position for a Zerg player to come back from, and hero's just like, nah, we'll just follow it up with a really solid +2 attack timing here with Immortals and Archon. 22 kill Immortal, good grief. 15 kill Immortal here, 11 kill Archon. I mean, yeah, this is tier 3 stuff. This is what Protoss can do. Protoss can show up with a ton of tier 3 stuff at 10 minutes, and Zerg has to deal with it with not tier 3 stuff. Look, I'm not complaining, okay, because Protoss has not won a Premier Tournament in, like, years at this stage, okay? So, obviously, at this level, it's not a problem for Zergs, this game notwithstanding. It's just, yeah, herO showed up. He was ready to rock. He never researched Storm for some reason. I mean, I'm sure the Templar Archives was for Archons, which is a bit of an interesting choice. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that was just a little bit of a timing attack there. We got the +1. The roaches against these Immortals and these charge lots were just, they're not really intended to be out in the open like that, you know? And we saw what happened. A ton of roaches died. Resources lost 9,500 to 7,700. 25 roaches went down. That's a huge chunk of those resources lost. If it wasn't for that Ling drop, I don't know if any drone or probes would have died at all. I mean, this is Reynor has a good economy, but he kind of overdid replacing the economy. Didn't have enough stuff to deal with the follow-up attack is all it is. So that's game 1 of the sneaky twofer. Reynor 0, herO 1. Let's see what game 2 has in store. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe too. Game 2 is on Ghost River. Probe going out to hatch block here. Top right, it's going to be herO. Top left, it's going to be Reynor. herO's up 1-0 in our sneaky twofer. And man, I like this map. I do like maps that have players spawn on the same side of the map, like Amphion and Ghost River here. Just reminds me of Golden Wall, man. I loved Golden Wall matches on that map. Ugh. Alright, so probe shows up. I mean, Reynor knows there's not much he can do about this, right? So he doesn't even, like, not even gonna try, I don't think. This probe's like, ooh. Yeah, probe's totally fine with this, right? You're not gonna send... Ooh, juking back. No, but herO's like, oh yeah? But Reynor's like, I'm gonna get a pool up. Haha! Which the probe totally scouts, by the way. Alright, man. So this... So Reynor tries to fake... I don't know. Did he fake like he wanted to go hatch and then didn't and got a pool instead? Or was he planning on going pool the whole time? I don't know. There's a lot of mind games going on right now from Reynor. I mean, he's down. This is not great for him. And I mean, this is... Oh, he's trying to proxy hatch. Reynor! Oh my gosh, he can't get the proxy hatch down against herO. The probe micro is too good. Oh, now, you got it. No, there's a tiny gap. Can you throw it up somewhere else? The later this thing starts, the worse it is. So I don't really think it's worth it, honestly. I mean, at this point, I guess you can... I was going to say you can try to block your enemy's nexus. No, you cannot. Good gravy. Good gravy, Miss Maybe. Alright, so Reynor finally expanding. He's getting some gas now, so, I mean, any lings he makes are slow lings. Look, dude, this is not happening. This is not happening, drone. I appreciate the scouting here. I really do. It's nice to see what's going on in the Protoss base. There's nothing too crazy to see. Again, hero's not really mixing it up. Chrono boosting out at Adept. Maybe a little bit more than you would, but... Slowlings at your gates. It's like barbarians at the gates, man. Ling's like, yeah, we know we're basically going to get a pylon here, and that's about it. The Adept pops outside the wall, which might have been interesting if those Lings had stuck around. Maybe so. This drone is still alive, by the way. I like it. Guess what he scouted? A Stargate! Hey! Big surprises all around. See, now this is Reynor doing a weird pool first play that does just about nothing did kill a pylon, which is hot, but now you have 2 adepts chasing your slowlings around and you're still not giving them speed. Okay, just got fired up now. Just got fired up now. But oh yeah, slowlings out on the map like this? No. This is not what they do. Okay, so they're just running in circles, trying to keep these adepts from going across the map, I guess. Third base coming in from Reynor, and just, this is bad. This is not good for Reynor at all. Dude worked so hard. He was talking smack on Instagram about going back to GSL. Last time he was at GSL, bad things happened to him. And you know what? At this GSL too, game 1, more bad things. So Queens are going to fight these adepts as much as they can. These guys want to kind of scout out that third base, maybe get in and see a lair timing. That would be cool. All right, nice. Not a lair timing. Wonderful. No lair on the way. Probably not a Nidus or anything crazy like that. Oracle cruising out. This Oracle's name is Steffi Graf. Steffi Graf, the famous tennis player from the 80s. I think, did she play in the 70s or was it the 80s and 90s with her? I want to say she was an 80s and 90s kind of a player. Nice revelation tossed down by Steffi there. Yeah, great tennis player. I don't know where she is today. She's an Oracle now, I guess is the whole play. Okay, so we've got 2 Oracles, getting a third one. After 3, it starts to get odd, but 3 at this point is kind of just the meta. 2 is acceptable as well. Just anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 on the Oracles is fine. Nobody's going to freak out on you if you do that. Oh, look. Remember when I was like, remember how hard? It's so impossible to get a cancel on the Nexus anymore. I'm really shocked these Lings did not go after that adept. They just want pylons today, I guess. Yeah, can't really fight adepts in those positions, sir. Guaranteed damage, though, right? I suppose he could have gone for canceling the Nexus, but the guaranteed damage was the pylon in that situation. I think he read it properly. He's going to go ahead and try to destroy this here Nexus. Speedlings up. Queen's up 2. Evolution Chamber coming in. I don't know. I just feel like Reynor, that last game, it was like, we're going to make Lings and Roaches and Queens. And it's like, okay, but don't you want something to do with the Zealots that are probably coming? And he was like, no, Roaches will take care of it. And I mean, in certain positions, yes, Roaches will deal with charge lots, like if you're inside a mineral line, or if you're walled up against a thing, or you're on a ramp. But just kind of out in the open, I guess this is a better example of out in the open, then charge lots are going to trade pretty darn well against you anyway. Wow, that's right. 4th base canceled by the Oracles. Man, Steffi Graf and friends doing some work here today. Okay, but like 5 queens in the main base are enough to make them get the heck on out of there. A Baneling Nest is on the way from Reynor, what it feels like a little bit earlier this game. I think he was firing it up towards the end of the last game. So, yeah, that seems reasonable. Lings, yes, no, no. We're out. We are out. Oracle's just roasty toasting these guys up. All sorts of the roasty toasty stuff here. Queens, you know, holding this off. Here doesn't have any. Oh, it is 4 Oracles, though. I didn't even realize we'd gotten a 4th one. So, yeah, it's a little bit of herO doing his own PvZ style with Oracles and Stalkers and maybe some Zealots in here because Charge got fired up. Banelings coming in and spotted. Oh, no, the Banelings got spotted. Oh, no. Oh, that's disastrous from Reynor, man. Absolute disaster there. Oh, that's 5 Banelings killed. These Lings going after the shield battery. They get it. Banelings don't want to explode on nothing here, so they're going to get out. Okay, Zealot gets cleared out here, but on the other side, Stalkers, Oracles fighting. Stasis is getting tossed down. Lings roll in, triggering that Stasis. Lings coming out the backside, though. Nice surround. Oracle's trying to burn those guys out, blinking the Stalkers back a little bit. That Link count is a bit scary. Got a forward pylon up here. Multiple forward pylons up here. But no gateway yet, so it's slow warping. Spine, sure. Spine is good. But Spine against, 15 Stalkers is not going to do super well. Man, +2 melee attack is on the way here from the Zerg. We got ourselves +1, finishing up very soon from herO, but not exactly a +1 timing attack, is it? Not so much. Alright, bunch of Lings roll into the third base, get 9 more pro kills, forcing a recall of some of the units here, but not all of them. Shield batteries at the front. herO's like, look, man. Late game PvZ is a nightmare. I'm going to try to kill you before you get to your tier 3 units. Especially Vipers and Infestors in the current meta. So this is just, it's just me causing you problems. This third base of herO might actually die. Hold on a second. Banelings walking in. Banelings are just not getting much value here. I don't know. This is so many Stalkers is crazy. Are there enough Lings? 12 probes have died on the other side. The Blink Stalker's trying to blink micro. Drones getting pulled in. Try to deal with this slow. Banelings trying to connect on the Stalkers too. Not a terrible idea. The third base does go down to the Lings. Reynor snipes it down. But it's 58-31 army supply. herO's Stalkers just refuse to die generally. 6 kills, 8 kills, 7 kills. 6 kills, 7 kills on these guys. These Stalkers are battle-tested and injured and getting so much value. GG! herO gets the win in Game 2 of our sneaky twofer that was actually a best of 3. Dude, herO. I mean, look. It's herO. We're talking about him, right? He's the last Protoss to win a Premier Tournament. It was a couple GSLs. So, like, he's legitimate, right? Everything's good. But yeah, still, Reynor getting 2-0'd here by herO to start out the second round of group stages in GSL is just woof. Resources lost here are brutal. 10,000 to 7,000. I mean, combined, it's like, what, 16,000 to maybe 10,000? If you combine the resources lost in Game 1 and Game 2, something like that. Absolutely brutal, 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 brutal for Reynor here. I mean, he can still maybe come back, right? It's not you lose 2 games and you're out of the GSL. It's a group stage. You have to play the other people in the group. But man, this is not a good way to start. Maybe herO's going to win this GSL. Maybe he'll be the first Protoss to win a GSL since he won a GSL. And the first Protoss to win a Premier Tournament since he won a GSL. It's ended with herO. It'll begin again with herO, possibly. But yeah, I really feel like this is herO just being like, look, man. Late game macro Reynor is an absolute bear to try to destroy. It's not fun. So we're just going to deal with you before that point, man. I mean, just... God. Protoss fans everywhere, just like leaping out of their seats. herO, go herO. Go, go, go. Anyway. Good stuff. Really, really good stuff. And, well, that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.